Hi, this is Josh from Padcaster. This is another episode of Creative License where we talk about the tech and technique of mobile filmmaking. If you like the channel, please let us know, subscribe, like our videos. Today we're going to answer another question from our emails and Twitter, people who are our customers and viewers just like you. We're going to talk today about, it's actually an education specific question. It's how do I make my students feel more comfortable on camera? It's a great question. This is a big one because I'm sure there are students in every classroom who are always volunteering to be in front of the camera. They love it, the camera loves them, and there's an instant comfort between them and a camera. And then for most people, and this was me for a long time, I was very uncomfortable in front of the camera. It took a long time to forget that the camera was there and just to look at it as just something it's just happening. It's a process that's going on. But that would be the answer that I would give is let it take time. Shoot a lot with the camera. Roll that camera. I mean, if it's a phone or an iPad, it's less intimidating than a larger camera anyway, and that's a reason why a lot of people like to shoot with these devices is because they're recognizable and ultimately they are less intimidating. So there's no cost to shooting a lot of footage and to roll that camera and do multiple takes. It's not like we're shooting film where it's hundreds of dollars for every minute that you were rolling. This is just data and it doesn't cost a lot. All it costs is time. So my advice would be to get that camera rolling, get students to go through the process, ask questions, perform interviews over and over again. You'll see that the more they do it, the more they forget there's even a camera there. And that's really the objective, is to try to get with the business of what you're there to do, which is, give a news report or perform an interview or do a scene. And the more they're feeling like they're just conducting an interview or performing a scene, the less they're going to be thinking that there's a camera actually recording it, and that sort of extra barrier between what they're trying to do and the technology. And it just takes time. So it's kind of the lather, rinse, repeat prescription, which is just keep shooting over and over and over again and let it take the time it's going to take. I would also recommend, certainly in an interview situation, if there's a list of questions, I find that being open to the concept that these questions may take the interviewee somewhere different than the list of questions. And to stick to a prescribed list sometimes sounds a little bit more formal, or I feel like it almost seems like the interviewer is nervous and keeping to that list and not letting the interview go where it wants to go. And that also takes time, is to learn how to be a good interviewer, which is if I'm asking a question to my subject and they say something that leads somewhere where I wasn't necessarily thinking, it wasn't on my prescribed map, give it the opportunity to breathe. Go down that road. Again, it doesn't cost anything to keep interviewing someone and go down. You may not use the answer to that question ultimately, but I will tell you, it'll get the interview subject more comfortable because it takes them down a conversational path that they are inclined to go, instead of saying, okay, next question, next question, next question. I've heard that style where they really, there's more to say and you can tell there's more conversation to be had, but the interviewer, because maybe they're inexperienced or nervous, keeps adhering to that list of questions, and it just seems like they're checking off a shopping list, and the sense of the conversation and the back and forth between the interviewer and the subject can be lost. So that's another potential solution for that problem, is to open it up a little bit, let it breathe. This doesn't cost much. I'm shooting on a phone right now. To shoot this over and over and over again, all it costs is time. And so if it takes time to get your students more comfortable and confident, allow it to take that time, and you'll see the more they're exposed to it, the more the technology is not getting in the way, the more they understand that we're included in the conversation here, the less intimidating it'll be, and naturally the more confident they'll be on camera. So hopefully that's an answer to that question. If you like these videos, please let us know about it. If you have questions of your own, email support@padcaster.com with creative license in the subject line. You can find us on Twitter @Padcaster. And I'm Josh. This has been Creative License. Stay tuned for another episode. Thanks a lot.